What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another exciting episode of Green Dreamers. I'm your host, Nate, and today we're going to be talking about a deck that I played to recent success at a tournament in Indiana, the Quarrel at Kyburns 2. I went undefeated all day, going 6-0, and we're going to just talk about the deck and play with it on the Iron Throne. I'm still fighting off that cold, but that's not going to stop me from putting out some content, and I hope you guys can get some enjoyment out of this. If you're a newer player, you're definitely going to want to check this out. I'm going to walk through all my decisions in real time while playing the game, maybe give you some insight into your game. And if you're a more experienced player, then I'm sure you'll just enjoy watching some high-level play. Well, I don't know that the person I'm playing against will be high-level, but I'd like to think that I'm kind of a high-level player, so you can get some enjoyment out of just listening to your buddy Nate just talk about his game. So we're just going to jump right into it here. We've got the deck pulled up on Thrones DB. This is the deck I played at Quarrel at Kyburns. You can kind of take a look at it. I talked in my last video about Wars to Come and how much I like this agenda because you get more plot options. And that's what this deck really focuses on is the toolboxiness, how you can really answer a lot of different problems, like if you're having location troubles, you've got Frozen Solid, Winterfell shuts down events and character abilities, Bran stops events, It's a really good deck to just take down a tournament because you've got an answer to almost every deck you play against. So we're just going to jump right into it here. We've got the deck loaded up on Iron Throne, and doesn't look like there are any games to join at the moment, so we're just going to create one. Just going over here to New Game. I always turn off spectators, not because I'm trying to be private, but I don't need other people commenting on the game, and I don't know if this is true, but I feel like maybe their bandwidth could interfere. I don't know. I always turn off allow spectators, and then I usually just do casual. I find if I do competitive, it takes longer for people to join the game. I don't know if the game gets buried at the bottom of the screen, but if I do casual, I can usually get a game pretty fast, and we're just going to kick things off. All right, so the first thing I always do is just put out a little message like, hey there, good luck. This is an easy way to set the tone for the game, kind of set some positive energy. You don't need to put anything more than this, just a little hi, how are you? And it creates a friendly environment. So let's look at our setup. See, he said hi, have fun. So it's a very welcoming community for the most part, and just a little note like this is a great way to start off the game on a positive note. We're playing against Tyrell, Banner of the Wolf. Okay. And our setup here, let's see, we got Winterfell, we could play that. Winterfell Steward for some economy. This isn't super ideal. I would like to see some economy. Definitely with this Stark deck, you want to see some economy. I could probably set up Greatjon, Hodor, and the Winterfell Steward, but I'd like to have a location out there, so I'm going to take a mulligan. And okay, this looks better already. We've got a zero cost limited. There are no other in the hand, so that's going to be easy to play. We could play Skagos, Daisy, and Hodor, or I think the better play is to do Wyman and Hodor. You get one less card, but Wyman's more expensive. He'll be harder to play, so I think we're going to play those two, spend all 8 of our gold, and we'll start the game. So he had a 2-card setup. He's got Hightower. This is going to be his restricted card. And then he's got Old Town Informer. Did he take a mulligan? He did, so he might not have wanted this hand. This probably isn't the best setup for him, but we're just gonna play along, keep things moving. For our opening plot, I usually like to do trading and establish some board presence. Some people don't like giving out gold, but I don't think that's a huge problem because usually our cards are better than their cards. So if you give them gold, then, it doesn't really matter if they play worse cards than we do. We just want to have the gold to play our cards. So that's why I really like trading. And we've got some characters to play out, so I think trading is definitely a good call. So we're going to open with that. And we got some double trading, so lots of gold this turn. We were randomly selected to win initiative because we both tied at 2. Now, I hate going first, especially this early in the game when it doesn't matter. If you're trying to close, going first is definitely the right option, but I would much rather be reactive than proactive, so I usually opt to go second if given the option. We got lucky there with the randomly selected, so we're going to have him go first. And nice, so we've got a lot of cards we can play. We're going to have 10 plus 3 plus 1. We're going to have 14 gold. Going second also helps with Gates of the Moon because you give your opponent an extra gold, and if you're going second, they don't get that advantage. But it's always important to think about what you want to do with your turn. That way you can be as efficient as possible and save some time. This is especially important during a tournament when the games are timed. So I'm automatically thinking I want to play Gates of the Moon. That's my only limited location. So that will leave me with 13 gold. I'll probably want to get out Great John. He's a beast. That'll take me down to 8. Arya, I want to dupe out, so that'll take me down to 5. And then I could do Skagos and maybe this guy, or I could do Daisy and Rickon. Okay, so he's got Roos, and this is a Tyrell deck, so we might expect some strength pumps here. And he's got Arya with Stealth. Okay, so we have some options here, but I think I definitely still want to play this out. I'd like to get my own Arya out with a dupe. And so Roos kills people of X strength or lower, so we want to get some high strength people out here. So I think that Great John is definitely a high strength person. So he's going to be able to do a military of at least 6, stealthing, probably Great John. So we could play Daisy and Rickon. And if Rickon somehow survives to next turn, we can use Heir to the Iron Throne on him. I think that sounds like a good idea because we'll have a lot of characters out and a strong military presence. So I'm glad we got all this gold, and look, so we've got a 6 strength, a 5 strength. It'll be hard for him to win the military challenge, let alone kill a bunch of characters. So I think that'll do it for us. Now, you could make an argument that he might have an event, and there's some merit in playing Bran. But if we played Bran, then we could only play like Umber Loyalist or Summer, which we really don't want to play Summer. We could play the Umber Loyalist for draw, but with Daisy, we've now got a 6 strength military icon as opposed to a 3 strength. And that's just kind of my thought process walking through this. So he's going to do a military. And I guess he could have done an intrigue and one here, which we really couldn't have stopped that no matter what we played. We could have played Bran and canceled an event, but he's choosing to do an intrigue or a military with Roos, and he stealthed Hodor. So Hodor can't block. We can block with a total of 6, 11, 13. So what kind of events does he have? We have to think about that. He might have a Nightmares, which could make Daisy a 0 strength, and then we would only be blocking 7. What kind of strength buffs does Tyrell run? You could run that card Might of the Reach, I think. Whatever that one that gives plus 10. But is that for Tyrell characters? See, I'm not sure. So if we gave him plus 10 strength... Maybe we should just all-out defend? And then... I don't know. I'm kind of worried now. Because if he makes Roos a 10 strength, then he can kill someone with 14 strength total. And that sounds really bad. So if he has nightmares in this Might of the Reach, we might be boned. But let's just play it safe if we can. So if he went, what is he now? He's a 6. He'd be a 16, so we wouldn't even be able to stop this. He does have Might of the Reach. Oh boy, maybe we should just unoppose it. And if he has put to the sword, I guess that's bad. He's thinking. He's getting antsy, but these are all things to consider. I don't know. Let's just try and block. Try and block here. If he has an event, he can win. And if he doesn't, then we'll win. And we've got Great John for stuff, so we'll just see what happens. We might get boned, but whatever. So we oppose with an gold from Hightower, and he draws a card. And then, yeah, he plays this Might of the Reach to give someone plus 10 strength. So we would not have been able to win this challenge regardless. We may have wanted to play Bran to cancel this event, but oh well. We sack and roost, kill 14 strength worth of characters, which is pretty good. Luckily, our characters are pretty high strength, so who'd he kill? He killed Wyman, Greatjohn, and Rickon, and then an Arya dupe. And so then we will have to satisfy claim, and we'll probably do that with Arya since we can get her back with Summer. So this was a pretty devastating turn. I think maybe playing Bran would have been the better move. I don't know why I thought this was Tyrell character only. Oh well, doesn't really matter. So he's killed a few of our really good characters. We lost Greatjohn and Wyman. And we lost Skagos to that. Alright. So we're definitely behind at the moment. Can't do anything with Hodor because he can't attack. So I definitely think the better move would have been playing Bran there. But hindsight's 2020. He could have always had a nightmare just to blank Bran. Doesn't really matter. But that might have been the better move. Alright. We got to get some characters back out because he got rid of all of our characters. And I'm thinking a good way to do that would be to play Time for Wolves. We'll get our Summer into play, and then we can even dupe him. And we'll get Arya back. And just start getting some characters back out there. And he played Marched. That's not a bad play. He's trying to keep our board low for sure. He might even run Ramsay. But he's only going to be getting 3 gold, 4 with this. So this is totally fine for us. We're going to be filling up the board. And who should we get rid of? My first thought is Hodor. Can't really do anything, but Dacey's pretty weak right now. We'll just get rid of Hodor. And then we're just going to try and fill up this board. We'll get Summer. We're going to have 6 gold with our plot in the gold. Definitely putting him in play. We're going to get back Arya. And so now we'll have some dupes next turn, and if we really need to, we can Valor. So we have that option. We got some options here. We're not totally out of the game yet. And that's an important thing to remember is even after a devastating first turn like that, oh, we give him a gold with this, that's right. Even after a super painful first turn, you don't want to lose. Like, you don't want to go on tilt for sure. That sucks, losing your big guys like that. But, you know, we can always get him back with our plot, close call. He's played a lot of tricks right now, and he doesn't have a lot of gold this turn. So it's important not to just give up immediately. We're definitely at a disadvantage, but this is certainly something that we can come back from. I mean, he only has 2 power. He's probably gotten another event, so we're going to want to play Bran for sure this turn. So we'll go ahead and we'll dupe Summer. We'll play Arya, who gives us a dupe. And then we'll play Bran. And if he throws a military challenge at us, we can probably block and win, or we can cancel an event. So he'll get an intrigue through, but at this point, we need to get the board back up because he cleared out our board. All right, so kind of wish I had him last turn. Might of the Reach. This is pretty cool. I like this combo with Roos and Might of the Reach. So if you're playing against a deck like this, definitely keep that in mind. He stealth Summer, and he's doing a military with Arya. So we're just going to block with Daisy. He might have Nightmares. He might have another Might of the Reach. I don't know, but another Might of the Reach. All right, so we're going to lose a character anyways. If he wins the military, we can always do a dupe, but I think I would rather just cancel with Bran. And then we still win because he's a 2 to our 3. Give Daisy some renown. I like that we kept Daisy over Hodor. I think that was the right call. We're going to lose one of these cards for Intrigue Claim. If I could pick any one to lose, I would say the Northern Armory, but we don't get to pick, so let's see what we lose. And we lost Northern Armory. All right, good luck. Good luck there. So now we've got some cards to play out next turn, some more characters. And we'll do a military with Summer and a power with Arya. We'll probably kill Arya's dupe, maybe being afraid of a march to the wall. But if he kills Arya's dupe, then we're really set up for a Valor if we need to, because we have 2 dupes right here. And we'll want to play with that in mind moving forward. We may not want to claim Summer's dupe, because we may want to offensively use Valor. So this isn't terrible. I mean, okay. That was Arya's dupe. Okay, so we knew that. We knew he was going to get rid of Arya's dupe. And do a power. And I guess just stealth here. Might as well, right? Always pick a stealth target if you can. Some people may have some shenanigans, so it may seem pointless, but you might as well. There's no harm in doing the stealth. So, all right. So we won dominance with our 1 gold. Now we're up 5 power to 2. We've got more characters out. He's got a bigger hand. So we're definitely not out of the game. I want to stress that fact. That first turn sucked, but you know, we've made a decent comeback, and we can start thinking about what we want to do moving forward. We could probably play Close Call and get either Wyman or Greatjohn out of the dead pile. Draw a card as well. We could use Building Orders to get, I don't know, a ward. But who would we ward? We can't really ward Arya. We could always play this. This is a really safe card to play. Yeah, we might do Wardens because it's got decent amount of gold. We could actually play both of these with all this gold. So, and we can be defensive, probably win initiative. We'll play Wardens. Okay, that's a little annoying, but it doesn't really matter. We'll probably lose Daisy just because of the dupe argument I was making earlier. And he might even have Ramsey in his hand. But he had one here. It's probably why he wants to go first. He's doing double march to Ramsey, so he'll play Ramsey, and we'll probably get rid of Summer. Ooh, but now we have Ward in hand, so if he plays Ramsey, depending on who he sacrifices, we might ward his Arya, because if he sacrifices Arya, I wonder how that timing works. Does he have to pick first, because it's his reaction? That's a good question, because if he has to pick first, then we would sacrifice our Arya. Okay, he's got Great John, so he's not going to play Ramsey this turn. Great John's still really great, don't get me wrong, but we're going to definitely be able to hold him off this turn with Wardens. We'll play out Umbra Loyalist for some draw. Awesome, just got some economy here. We could play Winterfell, but I think at this point it's more important to get out some characters. So I think Cat's going to be the obvious choice, just with that intrigue icon. And that'll be our turn. He will not be able to get past us on any challenge because of Wardens. Even if he stealths someone with Arya, we can still block and bring in that person. So we're going to be able to successfully defend his challenges this turn and then come back with some of our own, which is really good. And you can see he's kind of running out of cards. I know he has High Tower, but if I can get an intrigue through, he's going to be equal cards to me this turn. And we're getting +4 gold a turn. We got Winterfell Ward. I think we're definitely sitting pretty at the moment. What's he using? He's using Isle of Ravens on some card. He put Might of the Reach back in his deck, so he wants to continually use that card. He will not be able to use it this turn because he doesn't have the gold. Unless he does some weird thing like Iron Bank will have its due. But why would he do that? He wouldn't do that. So let's see here. We want to win this. We don't want him standing and doing stuff, so we're just going to block. And then we'll come back at him with a military and probably an intrigue. The power isn't this important at the moment. If we were closer to winning, you could make an argument to do a power challenge, but we're going to be coming back at him with military, get one of these characters off, and then do an intrigue and just deplete his resources. So it'll be harder for him to make a comeback. So we won that challenge. And then he's going to do a power, probably stealthing Cat because she's the only person. And we're just going to let this go unopposed. We'll let him get a power. And then the trade-off is we get to do 2 challenges. So he'll get his unopposed. That'll jump him up to 4 power. Put us down to 3. But we're going to get 2 unopposed plus Dom with 1 gold. So that'll put us up to 6. And just like that, you can kind of see like we're really staging a comeback here. He definitely had the first turn. First turn definitely went to him, but that in no way means that he's outright won the game. And that's important to remember. Like, try not to go on tilt. I know it's easier said than done, but you can always make a comeback. I guess not always. I know how this game snowballs, but a deck like this, especially Wars to Come, it's important not to lose your confidence and just think the game's immediately over after a bad first turn, because you've got a lot of options. You know, we've got Valor, we've got Time for Wolves we used, so we had the options to make a comeback. And that's why I really like this deck, and I like Wars to Come in general, because you get a lot of options. You get a lot of on-demand options with your plots. So he killed Arya. We'll take dominance. Now we're at 6 to 4. We've got 4 characters to his 1, 3 to 3 cards. I think we're definitely ahead at the moment, and even if he does some kind of reset, we're fine. If he does a Valor Morghulis, we've got dupes for these characters. If he does a Valor Dahyrus, we've got, you know, we would just pick these 3. So we're fine either way on a reset. I kind of wish I had marched here, but I really don't have the room for it in my plot deck. At this point, we'll probably just go ahead and play Close Call, get some draw, and get a character out of the dead pile. So we played First Snow Winter. That's a good card. Huh. Good card. Now the question is, which one do we get back? We have 3 copies of each of these in our deck. We only have 2 Rickons. I don't really care to bring him back. And it's going to work out whichever one what do we have for Arya? Arya's brand dupe. Whichever one I pick, I'm going to draw the other, so that's just going to happen. But if I guess at this point in the game, if I had to pick one of these 2 characters, if I top decked one, I'd rather see Great John. And he played a winter plot, which kind of sucks, so now we don't get the draw. But let's see what we top deck. This wasn't great. I'd rather have some characters out, but there's a dupe there. And he's at plot 3, so Great John's not going to be able to stand. Oh, no. Okay. He's really trying to whittle down our board. And he doesn't have anyone we can ward at the moment, so that kind of stinks. So after his first snow, we're only going to have Cat and Summer. These two are going to come back to our hand. So what's the most effective thing to do here? If we play him, he's just going to bounce back to our hand, so there's no point in doing that. Thinking we might as well play Winterfell. Probably play Northern Armory. And then we'll do a military. We'll probably end up killing Summer. He can't play a third March, thankfully, so we'll keep Cat around. And then we'll just try and play out some characters next turn. Yeah, so when he leaves play, we'll have to pitch 2 cards. So we'll probably pitch Frozen Solid and something else. Board. So that could be a big swing for us. So we'll keep Shaggy Dog. All right. So he's definitely going to do a military. We'll block with Summer and kill Summer. Yeah, first Snow of Winter was a great play. This guy's been doing really well. He's definitely been keeping the pressure on. Again, we don't want to get discouraged. This is I'm glad I'm recording this game. It's a pretty back and forth game here. Thinking about next turn, maybe what do we want to do? We could play, trying to think what would give us the most gold, because we want to be able to play out cards. We might play this. We might play Withering Cold. I know we don't have Rob, but we have Northern Armory, so we're probably not going to use that this turn. He's doing a power. That's so weird. He must have an event or something. So we don't want to use Winterfell because he's got a winter plot. Doesn't really matter. But we'll force him to use use an event if he has one. We'll block with Cat so he can't intimidate Summer. We'll lose a power here. And honestly, I'd rather him do a military than do an intrigue. So that kind of worked out. And if he does a military, again, we can't use Winterfell, so if he has an event, we're just going to lose that anyways. But we kind of planned on losing the military this turn. So that's totally fine with us. So, oh, we won. He didn't have an event. That's so bizarre. I definitely would have done a military if I were him with Great John. So that's kind of weird. He let us keep both of our characters. We could definitely stand and throw military back, but he'll just claim Great John. We could stand and throw intrigue back. But if we're going to play Withering Cold next turn, I would rather save this for that. So I think we're just going to pass. Tie on Dom. All right. So that wasn't too bad. I mean, that was annoying losing those cards to first snow, but what are you going to do? And then, yeah, we're just going to do... Well, now we've got a military icon. I wasn't thinking we would, so we may consider Forced March and kneel out both of his characters, go second, maybe steal something with Ward. I kind of like that idea more, because he's really applying the pressure here. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do Forced March. Trade routes, so we'll definitely have him go first. We'll have to kneel out both of these characters. We'll kneel out Summer, but we always have a way to stand him. We've got 2 military icons in hand. We're going to be getting 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 gold. So we got a lot of gold to play cards. Alrighty. So he's also got a lot of gold to play cards. So let's see what he ends up playing. He's going to marshal. He does his ward. I guess we can always ward back, but it's kind of funny. So he wards Cat. He plays Ramsey. This is savage. And then he hits his own guy. I really like this deck he's playing. It's pretty brutal. And then Scheming Septon to draw a card and gain a gold with High Tower. How many Ramses is that? That's 2, but he can always put him back with Isle of Ravens. So he's definitely been applying pressure. There's no doubt about that. Ooh, another Roos, but at least we can cancel Roos with Winterfell. All right, let's do some stuff here. Get out the economy. He's going to be free. And let's play this guy. He'll kind of let us know what we're going to do for the turn. Oh, sweet. Now we got more economy. We got Rob. We could ward back Cat and play Arya because we have this. And that might be a better play. And that's kind of nice because then he can't play another ward to get rid of that ward because a ward is unique. Yeah, let's just do that. Say the benefit of going second. Yeah, let's get our cat back. And we'll play Arya with a dupe. He's only got 2 cards in his hand. He's thrown an intrigue our way. Yeah, now with Cat and Winterfell, we can really shut down pretty much all of his shenanigans. So I think getting her back with our ward was important. Who's he doing the intrigue with? Just Scheming Septon. So I don't think we need to use Winterfell on this. We can just block with Cat and shut him down. Unless he has an event here, which is fine. Nope, looks like he doesn't have an event, so we're going to just block with Cat and win the intrigue. Easy enough. And this cat is so good, she stops all shenanigans and guarantees us a win. So now he's going to throw maybe a military of 7 at us, which we'll just Winterfell so he can't do anything, and then we'll probably just claim here. So we'll Winterfell. He can't do Roos. He can't do, if he had to put to the sword, he can't do any of that because he doesn't have a winter plot. So always be mindful, like last turn he had first snow winter, so just always be mindful of that. And we're just going to unoppose so that we can do 2 challenges of our own. And we will kill this guy for claim. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, I'm feeling better about this. Okay, he puts that guy back in his hand. Gets some gold. He might be able to ambush in someone, but it does not look like it. So we're going to throw a military his way, and then we'll do a power. So we'll probably claim Greatjon. And again, this is another point to remember, like we have Valor. We'll want to keep Arya's dupe as long as we can. Oh, there's a Rob dupe. Kind of stinks. So if he claims Greatjon, you know, I don't think we need to Valor next turn, but now he has no dupes, no saves. If we get in a pickle, we can definitely Valor. Certainly something to keep in mind at all stages of the game. I feel like this has been a pretty good game. Very back and forth. He's been doing a really good job at keeping my character count low. He's got Ramsey, he's got Ward, he's got Roos. But this Stark deck is really good at shutting down some of those tricks with Winterfell, with Cat, you know, with our own Ward. So that'll be our turn. We're up 8-6. Arguably, we could say we have better characters, but I mean, I don't know. Ramsey really isn't doing anything at this point. These guys might be better. What did he put back? He put House Florent Knight. See, that's a dirty card, too. But he would only be able to get rid of Arya. Ooh, we do have Arya. We could use Air. But now that we have Rob out, I think we should use Withering Cold. Okay, this game's kind of going a while, so we have to remember that. He's almost on his last plot. He's going to copy... What is he going to copy? Oh, he's going to copy the Edict, and he's going to kneel out some people. Which is fine, because we have Rob. So, we'll have him go first. I think that's the right move. Well, he's got Great John. I don't know. With these guys, I'd rather be reactive, especially with Withering Cold. So we'll just have him go first. I think that's fine. So he's probably going to copy Forced March, and we'll kneel Arya. And if he wants to do it again, we'll kneel out that guy. All right. See what we draw. Okay, not the best draw, but could certainly have been worse. Well, could it have been? We really need just anything. Any character. Alright, that's fine. We're good. We're good. We got Robar. So he's drawn gold, or drawn card getting gold. Oh, he's got Harrenhal now. That's so gross. Okay. Okay. So this is looking pretty not great. Just because of Harrenhal now. We can't play Rob because then Rob's just going to die to Harrenhal. I wonder what his last plot is. I wonder if he has a reset. An interesting game. I wish we could Frozen Solid Harrenhal, but we can't. Boy, we're going to lose the intrigue. No, we're not. Unless he has something. What a bummer. Yeah, I don't know that I want to play anything else out just because we might get hit with an intrigue and I don't want to get hit by that. So this was kind of an unfortunate draw for us. Two useless cards pretty much. We've got Eddard, we've got Great John. There are definitely some cards that would have benefited us here, but you know what? We're going to just plug on through and see what happens. He's going to have to play his last plot, and then we'll just have to be ready for more marches and stuff. I wonder what his last plot is. What an exciting game we have, folks. Truly an exciting game, I think. Truly. He's doing an intrigue with Roos. Roos is loose. And we could block with cats. And just stop anything there. Use Winterfell, but then Winterfell's not going to stand. Yeah, going first here might have been better. Kind of forgot about Harrenhal. Stinks, but oh well. We don't have a choice. So... I don't think we need to use... I don't think we need to use it. Let's just try and block with Cat. Alright, block with Cat. And he'll throw a military and a power at us, which we can't win. So we'll just claim Arya's dupe. What's he doing? He's doing a big military? What? He's doing a big military. I'm not sure why. So we're definitely going to use Winterfell. He might have like a put or something. I don't know. Again, it's weird because he knows we have Winterfell unless he wants me to mess up, but probably not going to mess up. So, seems weird. Seems like the weird play. So we'll sack Ari's dupe. I know I was making an argument before about valoring and maybe keeping Arya's dupe, but it's going to be really hard to valor right now with his Harrenhal out. And I don't know what his last plot is. He might have a valor. So I guess maybe we should have saved Arya's dupe, but I don't know. I'd rather keep characters on the board. I feel like I need it. Alright, we win Dom. Ooh, and I could always play Air and just get rid of Arya. Let's do that. Let's play Air. Get rid of Arya. He's got Tyrell, so he's going to have to lose a few of these. I think he can only keep 2. Which is fine, I guess. And he might use this on whatever card enters play. Which, depending on what we put into play, might be fine. Let's just see. Let's see what happens. He wins initiative, so he'll get to go first. Decisions. So if we put Great John in play, he's going to die. He's going to get hit with Harrenhal. And he's made himself go first. Man, if he has a second Harrenhal, how sick would that be? We could get a dupe for Cat and maybe think about valoring. If we get a dupe for Cat, we don't have to lose any characters. That's something about this. If you get a dupe, then you've failed to put a character into play, so you don't have to sacrifice a character. Which is kind of interesting. So we might just want to do that. We might just get the dupe for Cat, because if he does that, then we're losing 2 characters. Just grab the dupe for that. Oh, this is weird. It's having me do this. Hang on, I'm just going to double check something. Hang on. I'm pretty sure if I search for a dupe, I don't have to do the sacrifice. What is that? Air. Thrones DB is nice because they usually have like an FAQ attached to some of the cards. Okay, if you find and put into play a duplicate, the pre-then aspect did not resolve successfully, and thus you cannot sacrifice a Lord or Lady. So if he has any questions, we can just post this. I don't need to sack because I found a dupe. Here's an FAQ link if you have any questions. Alright. So we are just, I don't know if the Iron Throne is programmed wrong, but according to this FAQ, we do not need to sacrifice characters. So we are not going to do that because we found a dupe. So we're going to manually override that, and we'll keep these 3 characters for Dahyrus. I hope we just draw something good here. I hope we get like another Umbra Loyalist or Mira or something like that. Just we really need something here. We know he doesn't have a reset. He played this one. Obviously he's got first snow. I guess that's kind of a reset. So just got to keep that in mind. The first snow's coming around, so maybe keep some fodder for Umbra Loyalist. Put Ramsey and Roos on the bottom of his deck. Okay. Good draw, good draw, good draw. Come on. Alright. It's not terrible, but I don't like that I keep getting all this economy. I would rather have characters. The deck runs 38 characters. Maybe. Deck runs 37 characters. Alright. The longer this game goes on, the more it's gonna be good for him. So, yikes. Plays this to draw a card, get a gold. Let's see if we can bait out the Harrenhal. Are we using this? Okay. We're just going to hard cast Amira, see if he wants to use Harrenhal. And then if he does, we'll just play Rob. And if he doesn't, whatever. We don't really care. Nope, so he didn't. So we're going to keep on holding on to Rob. And we'll keep these other cards for claim fodder. And next turn, he's probably going to play First Snow of Winter, which kind of sucks, but what are you going to do? And so this is certainly a longer game than what I'm used to. He's got a lot of control for sure. I appreciate everyone who's stuck around this far, because this has been a slugfest. This has really been, and it can all have been avoided if I had played Brand first turn. Keeping Wyman and Great John. Oh well. Oh well. What are you gonna do? What are we gonna do? We can successfully block this if we stand Cat. I don't know. Maybe we should stand and do some power and start, like, trying to win the game. I just really hope he doesn't hit Rob. Alright, we're going to unoppose it. Hope he doesn't hit Rob. Not that we're really playing him anyways. Don't hit Rob. Alright, good. We lucked out there. Let's just go ahead and stand Cat. We'll do a power challenge. And then, what else do we want to do? Military or intrigue? So power for sure. I'm thinking an intrigue might be better. If we do a military, she's going to kill her, and that really doesn't help us. But if we do an intrigue, we might pull a good card. Alright, we really need a good draw next turn. Okay, that's got to happen. We need a good draw. We're going to be up to 13 power. I wish I had nightmares so I could nightmares this, but yeah, let's just do an intrigue. Sure, there's merit either way, but whatever. Just do an intrigue, stealth. Alright, and we're so close. We're so close, guys. This will put us up to 12, and then with dominance, we'll be at 13. We're really close. Do not get discouraged. Hang in there. And okay, so he did have a put to the sword. That's why he was doing that big military challenge last turn. But hey, at least we got that out of the hand. Alright, 13 power. He's definitely going to play First Snow of Winter next turn. So I'm thinking we play Return to the Fields, because these cards are going to go back to our hands anyways, and if we use Return to the Fields, we can at least draw some cards. So that sounds like the right play, because he's definitely going to play First Snow. There's no way he's going to play Marched. Yep, First Snow, and we're going to go first. We're going to try and win the game. So we're going to go first. We're going to sacrifice this guy, and Arya. Mirror Reed will go back in the shadows, affecting that, and then this guy will discard these two because they're useless. Man. Come on, I need a character that I can play. Alright. Come on, just give me something. Give me anything right here. Ugh. Skagos. Not helpful. Oh boy. Guess I can Skagos my own ward and maybe do some shenanigans with that. I have had not the best luck with draw here. And I'm kind of worried if he has Ramsey, then I'm in a lot of trouble. This is a difficult spot for sure. Ugh, so gross. Yeah, if he has Ramsey, I'm so screwed. I just need like one character that I could play. I've been having some not great draw recently. Oh well, what do we do? Mirror comes out shadows, so kill him. Unless we do Rob. I don't know. This is so hard because now he's got March the Wall next turn. I was really hoping we would have gotten something. Let's just put Skagos in shadows, maybe do some shenanigans with that. Oh boy. We could bring Mira out and then avoid the Ramsey, I guess. Do that. And maybe he might even kill him with Harrenhal. Who knows? Who knows? He's not gonna, but he might. No, he's not gonna. Oh well. Oh well. Let's just see what happens. Mira's gonna go back to our hand, but at least he can't Ramsey. And then what do we do next turn? I guess just Valor, right? Gonna have a lot of gold. He can ambush in her. Let's see what he plays out. Let's see what he does. Okay, he didn't do anything. So that's not terrible. And he has a winter plot. Oh, so we can't use Winterfell, but we can do a power with Cat, which he has to now block, and he can't do any shenanigans. So that'll put us to 14. Oh, I wish I had 2 more gold. Oh, I guess he can still ambush. Whatever. I'll block. What did he say? Oh, he can't use the effect, but he can still ambush. He might block outright and win all of it. No, he does not. He does not do that. Alright. Well, at least we won the power challenge. And then he'll be able to steal the power back with Great John. But then dominance will put us to 14 again, which is fine. And he'll play March next turn. Yeah, he'll play Marched. And then what, do we play Valor? I don't like Valoring. Not at this stage, not when this is what he has out. We're so close, guys. If we had like one other character, we would be fine. I think we might have been able to close if we had like one more character. But that did not happen. That was not the case. That's okay. Okay, now this is interesting. He's gonna have her do another military. Interesting. Okay. These informants are really good. We could bring out Skagos, get rid of Ward, steal the informant, and then Cat goes over to him. Right? And then he would just claim the informant. Is that good? Is that even worth it? I don't think so. I guess he wouldn't be able to do a challenge with her. Let's see what he does. He might just do another military right now. Yeah. So that's fine. Whatever. So we'll bring out Skagos. This cat's gonna die regardless. But at least this way we can stop him from doing a challenge. We're gonna get rid of our own ward. And then we're gonna play a new ward and steal this informant. And that way he can't do an intrigue. And then, yeah, I guess we'll just have to Valor next turn. I mean, we've got a lot of economy, but we really needed a character, guys. Like a marriage pact, wouldn't that have been nice? Well, we're just going to press on. We're just going to keep on keeping on. Okay, so next turn he's not going to play March to the Wall. He might play Heir to the Iron Throne. Sacrifice my cat. Or he's going to play this... What's that Tyrell plot? Pulling the strings, and then copy my Heir to the Iron Throne. What a game this has turned into. Well, I definitely think we're just going to do this one game for the video. I think that's definitely what we're going to do. Alrighty, so I think we just got a Valor next turn. And just face the music afterwards. See what he does. I mean, he's not going to march. There's no way he'll march to the wall. Doesn't seem likely. Ooh, but this has been such a slugfest. Yeah, so he's going to play that. He might play Heir to the Iron Throne. Is this that's an edict. No, he's going to do Return to the Fields and sacrifice all three. Draw 3 cards. And get 3 gold. It's pretty good. Hey, look, it's characters. Those things we needed. I guess last turn these wouldn't have helped, but... Boy. Oh no, Frozen Solid on Skagos. Okay. Well, we only have 1 plot left. And we can Valor again in 2 turns if he doesn't win by then. So let's just start putting out characters. I feel like that's a good idea. Now Rickon. Oh, Rickon's dead. We can't even play Rickon. Rip. Rip Rickon. Kind of funny. Oh well. We might lose this turn. that's going to be it for us. And we'll bring out Mira and just turn off Great John. Okay, so he did use Harrenhal. So Mira's dead. Yeah, this might be game. He's going to get unopposed military, unopposed intrigue. That'll put him to 12. Unopposed power, 13, 14. And then with Dom, I think he's got it. I think he's got it. He's doing an intrigue. I don't know. Might as well, right? No, shit. We shouldn't have done that. Oh, my God. Well, I guess it really doesn't matter. I don't think it matters. So you can just do military power. And then he'll win. But we'll play it out to the bitter end. Really like this deck he was playing. Very attrition heavy. That just goes to show, if you're playing against a Tyrell deck that has Roose Bolton in it, you're going to want to play out Bran Stark. Get that cancel in, Might of the Reach. I think it would have been a much different game. Definitely not as one-sided. Well, I don't know that it was one-sided throughout the game. I thought it was pretty back and forth. He ended up closing. I think if we had just seen like one other character, one other 4-cost or higher character, we would have been all right. But we had some poor draw for a few turns, just drawing locations. Sometimes that's how the cookie crumbles. And then, yep, he'll take it with dominance. GG. Game well played. Thanks for the game. Some nice little enders, and then usually just take off. I've got my sheet down here. I was talking about this in our last video. This is my spreadsheet. So that was Tyrell, Banner of the Wolf, Tyrell Wolf, and that was a loss. Oh, this is wrong deck. Okay, Stark. Okay. Tyrell Wolf was a loss. And then, boom. So, I'll probably add a note. Play Bran as soon as possible. So, that was probably the only mistake I made in that game, but I guess it was a big mistake because I lost some characters there, some important characters. I never redrew either of them. It was a tough game for sure, but it was a fun game. I thought that was pretty back and forth. We got so close. We got to 14 power. Close game. But I think that's going to do it for this video. I'm going to try and put out new videos like this maybe once a week, twice a week if I'm able. But they're probably going to come out on Fridays. And at some point I'd like to do streaming and you guys can watch me play live and maybe ask some questions that you have in real time. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I thought it was a lot of fun making it, and yeah, thank you so much. I will see everyone next time on Green Dreamers.